Hey, okay guys, this is theUltraPro. It's been a while and we haven't made a lot of videos lately, but here we go. We're bringing you a deck profile of one of the very popular deck lately. And yeah, once again, this is theUltraPro. I'm about to upload a couple more other box opening videos, so stay tuned and subscribe. And here we go. It's a really good deck, this format, and like you guys probably already know what it is, and here we go. It's today we have we're doing a deck profile for the 6 samurais. It's definitely, ever since Gateway went to 1, it's definitely a good deck, but it's not a broken deck. And there's a lot of people already know that I don't like playing stupid shit, and I think this is a good deck. It's a viable deck, this format, but it's certainly not the best, and it's certainly not as autopilot as it was with 3 gateways. So basically, here we go. This is my build of legendary 6 samurais for the March 2011. And let me know if you guys have any suggestions, and leave them in the comments below, and let me know what you think of the deck. So let's start with the spell cards. Well, we first have obviously 1 gateway, since gateway is stupid. It's still really good. And 3 United, the pot agrees of the deck, and then 1 Rhoda and 3 Xian smoke signals. Rhoda searches a level 4 or lower warrior type monster from your deck, and Xian smoke signal searches for any level 3 or lower samurai monsters. And we got the double MSTs and the Giant Trinate. Giant Trinate wins so many games for this deck, especially for this deck, for obvious reason. And then we got the staples: Reborn, Darko, and Book of Moon. I still think the Book of Moon is a really good card, even at 1. It's just for the disruption, and the fact that a lot of decks, especially decks that play Trapstun, have a really good, huge advantage to this format. Like that one Book of Moon might just save you, from some big plays, this format. And I tech in one Forbidden Lands, and I'll tell you why in a bit. And for the monsters lineup, it's pretty generic. Well, except for Grandmaster. I play 2 Grandmasters, and honestly, all you really need is 1. But in case you lose a Grandmaster, or in case you're under your opponent's oppression, then the Grandmaster would be really good. That's the reason I play 2. And then we have the younger version of Grandmaster, the 3 Kizons. It's a mini Grandmaster. It's you have to play 3 Kizons. Is the way you get your counters. And then we have the Bogar Knights, the Kagekis, 3 legendary Kagekis. You summon it, normal summon it, bring out another Sams. Basically, and it becomes a 1700 when you have a samurai monster or monsters with a different name. And then with the tuners of the deck, the 3 Kagemusha. A lot of people don't pay attention to its effect. Its effect is actually pretty good. And I'm not going to talk about its effects here, but you should look at it. It's a pretty nifty effect. And then we have hand of the 6 samurai. It's just for the possibility of you being able to Raigeki your opponent's field. It's a good 1600 attack, anyways. And then here's the most broken card of this whole damn deck. It's the original the 6 samurai Yaichi. This shit is so good. I'm gonna tell you in a bit how this thing works. It's so broken. And then for the traps, obviously 2 Solemn Warnings, Solemn Judgment. This deck runs a lot better with 3 Solemn Warnings, but you can't anymore. And then we have the generic stuff, the Mirror Force, Torrential, and Bottomless. Bottomless is good. I don't know why people are not playing it. And Mirror Force is a must. So good. And double-edged sword technique. I don't think you need 3. Honestly, I don't think you need 3. I think 3 is overkill. Card is good. It's if you have a tuner, and if you have the Kagemusha and a Kageki, or whatever level 3s you have, it's an instant Xian from the graveyard. And my personal tech choice is Reinforced Truth. I mean, I feel like the deck, even though I played 13 monsters with four searchers, like Rhoda and 3 Sheehan Smoke Signal, that's 16. No, that's 17 monsters. But I mean, I feel like if the Kageki gets Solemn Warning, I have a problem. That's why I play Reinforced Truth, to make sure that my plays go off. And Oppression. If you have double Sheehan in Oppression, you win. And obviously one Magatama, the counter trap that is the same thing as a Destruction Jammer for Sam's, which is a lot of people play 2. I want to play 2 as well, but I find 1 a lot more consistent. So here's I'm gonna explain the combos with this guy, which is so broken. First turn setup. You set up the deck with Reinforced Truth, which brings out 1 Kagemusha and defense. You always activate this card during your opponent's end phase. Well, at least you always try to activate it during your opponent's turn's end phase. That way you don't lose your battle phase that turn. You get this guy out in defense. Next turn, you summon Iachi. Iachi's effect allows you to destroy one of your opponent's set spell or trap card while you control another 6 samurai monster. That's what this guy's for. So then, in that case, you summon Iachi, and then since you already have a tuner on the field, you have to your opponent has to either Solemn Warning your Iachi, or Iachi has a chance of blowing up your opponent's Solemn Warning. Well, either way, it doesn't matter. If they Solemn Warning, it's good. It's a 1300 attack monster that blows up a Solemn Warning and literally burns for 2k. Okay, good shit. And if they don't, Iachi blows up your Solemn Warning, and then it goes into a Sheehan. Another play with Iachi is use double swords technique. Bring it out, blow up your opponent's shit with Iachi, go into Sheehan. So good. Like, the card's so good. And sometimes when you have Iachi in the field, like, your opponent thinks that they can attack over Iachi because they have to, because it's a once per turn effect. If they don't get rid of it, they lose even more cards. That's why you play lands. When lands comes in, like, whenever they think that they can actually kill Iachi with a 1900 attack, you say no. I mean, good card, it's good. It's the best card of the deck, honestly. And so that's the main deck. And then here we go on to into the extra deck. You always have extra deck. You always have Fortress Dragon, and then your 2 Sheehan. 3 is kind of, I don't have room for 3. You could play 3. And Catasters, always good. Android wins games. Game 3, you win by life point. Gaianite, this thing is actually by far it's the best substitute for Goyo because of the 2600 attack. You just needed that. You just needed that 100 extra attack to attack over that Stardust. It's pretty stupid. Like, I hate this card. It doesn't do shit, but I guess high attack makes up for it. Brionic, stay both. And this deck makes Barkion really easy. And Barkion plus Sheehan lockdown, it kind of hurts. And Ancient Fairy Dragon, in case you need to gain some life point and blow up some Theo spell, because you can easily make level 7 synchros with Kagemusha, and then you special summon Grandmaster. That's it allows you to easily blow up the field with 2 cards. That's a Black Rose Dragon. And for level 7 option, this card, it's Scrap Archfiend. It's in it for the high attack because it has 2700 attack. This deck has a problem getting over high attack monsters if you don't have hand. And Gores is a problem to any deck. And Scrap Archfiend. This guy might go off when we get Landois, Notoria Landois, the level 7 Notoria Synchro, but that might happen, it might not. And Scrap Dragon, obvious reason. Stardust, Colossal Fighter, so good. And Mistworm, just because you can make Mistworm. Mistworm's probably gonna come off of Trishula when Trishula comes out. in a week or so. And so that's the extra deck. And yes, for the side. For the side right now, I play one extra Magatama in case I play against decks that tend to destroy a lot of stuff, like GBs. GBs don't remove anything. They always, like, their effects is destroy shit. And Magatama, Mind Crush, if you think you can protect your opponents well. And a lot of search decks nowadays. Just one Nobleman across out. You don't need two. And one Effect Veiler. This card, if you draw this Max C, if you draw Max C, you beat Curry, Plant, Machina, shit. You get so many pluses off this card. They can't, like, you make even bigger pushes than they can ever do. Savage Dragons, always good. Just because I play Fortress Dragon and Puppet Plant. Good against Mirror. Smashing Ground. Card is so good. It's not even funny. And Chain Disappearance. Monarchs and Plant. DD Crows, same thing. It's always a good card. And that's the deck. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions. And yeah, this video has been pretty long, but this is one of the really popular deck right now. And let me know if you guys have any suggestions on how to make this better, or rate, comment, subscribe, and make sure to stay updated and stay tuned for our channel, because we're gonna have a lot more videos coming up since the summer's coming, and spring break is coming ahead. And yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of fun stuff like box opening, packs opening, dueling videos, and more deck profiles, because like I'm currently working on a new deck, and my teammate is also working on a new deck, and certainly there's gonna be a lot of stuff coming up. And as you guys know, like Trishal's coming out, and so is Go Series 4, and we're gonna be doing a profile. I mean, a prediction for Go Series 4, and it's basically like playing like discussions and like any game related stuff, and just have a good time. Anyways, peace out, YouTube. Once again, this is theUltraPros, and we're bringing you this 6 Samurai deck profile. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day, and stay tuned, subscribe, and like, and comment. Peace.